Prescott to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Eagles take over.
One-on-one, as we've seen throughout this game, and the Cowboys just unable to take advantage of it for the most part. This time, Sidney Jones.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, everybody doing? King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. You know, I find Sidney Jones to be very intriguing to watch going into this season. I really, really do. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about Sidney Jones. I'm going to talk about who I think is going to be the breakout player of the year for the Eagles, the guy who's going to make a name for himself this year. He's going to live up to expectations, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to talk about Miles Sanders and some of the comments Miles Sanders made in his Sirius interview. Now, this was going to be a video that I was going to do for my channel membership, but I wind up doing something else, so I figured I would just release this to the public for everybody to see. So there's no question that going into this offseason, the Eagles had to address the secondary. I mean, they were god-awful last year. No question about it. And they did exactly that. They went out. They got Darius Slay. Great move for the Eagles, I thought. Then they got Roby Coleman for slot corner. Then they got Will Parks, a guy who they can pretty much use all over the place. And we can't forget bringing back Jalen Mills and admitting, hey, we got to put this guy at safety. These were good moves that the Eagles made. And one of the most interesting things has been Sidney Jones. Because if you look at Sidney Jones and you look at that play that we started this video on, I believe that play versus Dallas, I believe that one play could turn Sidney Jones' whole career around. I mean, it was that important because if you look how he played after, he seemed to gain confidence. He seemed to get some swagger. And now, I think with a good offseason, I think Sidney Jones is a very intriguing player to watch this year because I really do think it's a confidence thing with some of these cornerbacks. And he looked like he gained some confidence at the end of the year. And if he can go out this year and be the starter and play good opposite of Slay, the Eagles' defense is going to be in a really, really good position. Now, that said, if I had to choose one player on defense to have a breakout year, if I had to choose just one guy, the guy I think is due for a breakout year, who was the 14th overall pick the same year Sidney Jones came out, is Derek Barnett. I think Derek Barnett is ready for double-digit sacks this year. You know, the funny thing with Derek Barnett is I think people forget he's only 23 years old. 23 years old. This kid has a lot of football left in front of him. He was drafted in 2017 with the 14th overall pick. I thought he had a really good rookie year with 5 sacks, won a Super Bowl. In 2018, he was banged up. He got hurt after 6 games, finished with 2.5 sacks. And then last year, he played 14 games, finishes the year with 6.5 sacks. And I think that he came on at the end of the year. He was a little banged up, still recovering from injury early last year. And I thought he came on later as the year went on. But people often say to me, man, hey, Dingbat, you really think that Derek Barnett is the key to this defense? And I say, look, the way it's constructed, with what we've done in the secondary, with our interior defensive line with Fletcher Cox and Hargrave, with our all-around good run-stopping defensive end Derek Barnett, on the other side, we need that guy to get home. We need that guy who's going to have one-on-one coverage to get to the quarterback. Now listen, when it comes to picking players out of the draft, guys who you think are going to be good, guys you like, guys you have predictions are going to have certain type of careers, a lot of times we make mistakes. God knows I make a ton of them, okay? No question about it. But one I got right last year was Miles Sanders. I nailed the Miles Sanders thing, okay? I wanted him in second round. We took him. I was thrilled. And I said, Miles Sanders is going to start as the backup running back. And then by, I don't know, second half of the regular season, late in the regular season, he is going to become the number 1 running back. And he's going to flourish. He is going to be a stud. And you know what? Miles Sanders has not disappointed.
From their own 35, Sanders bursting through, the rookie from Penn State. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, there are very few guys who I get as excited about as I did when the Eagles drafted Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is an absolute stud, and he was overlooked because he was the backup to Saquon Barkley, and now he's had his chance to shine, and he's done it. What a rookie year for this kid, and in the future, this year and years to come, I think he's going to do special things. I mean, look, his rookie year, he had 818 yards, averaged 4.6 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns, and, oh, by the way, he only caught 50 balls, 509 yards, averaged about 10.2 yards a catch, and another 3 touchdowns receiving. He was our best deep threat for most of the year, no question about it. And Miles Sanders, to me, is one of those guys, he's one of those special backs that I believe will have years where he has over 1,000 yards on the ground and over 1,000 yards catching. And I think he's going to have somewhere in the range of 1,200 yards on the ground and about another 800 through the air next year in his second year. But look, you know a guy's good when he sets his hopes on MVP, not to lead the league in rushing or be the best running back. No, to be the MVP. And that's what we need in Miles Sanders.
So there you have it. When it comes to Sidney Jones, I believe that one play versus the Dallas Cowboys was a rebirth for him. It gave him a new confidence, and he played well the rest of the year, and I cannot wait to see how he does this year. When it comes to Derek Barnett, I see a guy on the verge of a breakout year, a guy that we need desperately to have a breakout year. And then, of course, we got Miles Sanders, who, to me, he's the star. He's the star, and you know you're good when you're shooting for MVP, and he is in his second year. So these 3 guys are very important for the Eagles this upcoming year, all kind of taking their own path in their career so far, but I think everything merges together this year. They all have great years, and it's going to help this Eagles team tremendously. So I want to thank you guys for once again watching. As far as my channel memberships, I'll have 2 videos dropping for you guys tomorrow, or one today, one tomorrow. I haven't figured it out yet. But with that said, take care, talk to you later, and don't be a dingbat.